All right. So I guess I'm probably, I guess 2.5 weeks into this build of this kit, and so far we've got the fenders, one mask, one cut, as I call it. I just masked that off by eye with the tape, as you see right there, and trim that down. See, I got my leftovers. As I said, one cut by eye, and shit came out perfect. Kind of excited by that. On both sides, and so because I took a template and cut that side, and that's without sanding or anything. But anyway, now working on the canards up front. So let's see if I can back that up some. There we go. So I'm working on the canards up front, and I kind of like it the way it is now. You can see I've gone through a lot of scraps to try to get the right curvature and fit, and I spend my time doing it exactly what I'm doing in this video, walking around it, making sure it's even. I really wish I could push the car out and look at it from afar and do the same thing, but I don't have that option right now. I didn't bolt my seats and stuff down into it. So anyway, I gotta do it up close and personal and see if I can make this make sense. But I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm really concerned about how wide the car is and how much it sticks out in the front for turning and whatnot. But I'm gonna make that as separate pieces down there in case they do get damaged. I can always replace them. I bought this splitter a long time ago, and you can see it in the video, but it's already starting to turn yellow, and I've never even worn it before. But that's obviously a dry layup, and they put a ton of resin on top of that, and it's really thick. It even chipped right there in the corner, and I'm actually going to practice and try to fix that and see if I can and make it seem like it never happened. So kind of glad it did. But anyway, it was not sealed. You can see the yellowish tone in it. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but I can. So it was not done by me, I can say. Could have either done it, it ain't gonna turn yellow. But anyway, I like that curvature. I'm gonna add that on there. I bought it for this car originally for the other bumper, and I just never put them on. And so I will use them this time. So today's goal, like I said, is to get those canards glassed up and matched up, and then get everything sanded down. I gotta do those vents right there in the center. Oh, well, actually, I just gotta put some Bondo in there and just make them a little bit more solid. The concept is there, so I just gotta make them probably like an 1/8 inch thick for each one. That side got obliterated when I was taking it out of the mold, or taking a mold away from the bumper to make this piece, and I had to fix it and reset it and whatever, so I got to do those over again. And then also, because there's so much space in between here, I got to figure out some type of tunneling to direct the air under the car or away from the wheels to the brake ducts. So I got a lot of work to do today, and get everything even. What else I gotta do? Oh, I also want to put signal lights in the front bumper, little round ones, little 2-inch lights to go right there. So I gotta cut those in today too. I was hoping to use the sunlight right there too, so that way I could cure the fiberglass that much faster, but it looks like the sun is going to be on the other side of the car before I get to that. Anyway, that is the goal for today, and be back on it tomorrow. But hopefully I can have my front clip kind of mocked up and done and ready to be just really kind of sanded down all nice and even to make a mold of the individual pieces, the front clip, the fenders, and then I can jump on the rear and get the rear fenders installed, which are up over there. And I still gotta make changes on those too. Put some vents on it. Not sure if I'm gonna put vents in my fenders. I originally had a sketch to do that. However, when I did my sketch on the passenger side, which looked great, but On this side, obviously got my gas tank in the way of my original concept or idea, so that kind of changed everything. So I might vent this down here and cut that out, but I got to figure that out. But again, that's just more design, more changes, more mock-up. Don't know if I'll get that to today, but that is certainly the goal. I also know that I know some of you guys are looking at this video and like, man, that shit is way too low. Now I'm sitting on 17-inch rims right now. 18s are going on here, so that'll be an inch higher. I know I'm like 2 1/4 or maybe 2.5 inches off the ground right now. I'm in LA. That shit ain't gonna fly. So 1 inch on a rim is not gonna give me clearance to be driving around every day in the city. And this is not gonna be an everyday car, but even the nightmare of driving in certain areas, that ain't gonna work. It'll look good, but I'm gonna tear some shit up, and that's not gonna be, although I can fix it, that's not really what I wanna be doing. So I have to probably cut into that front bumper an inch up, and I'm gonna marry that, well, not marry it because that's gonna be a separate piece, but I'll put that splitter on the outside up to it, and then it'll just flow into the rest of the front bumper, and then that will, I don't know, it's probably like a 1/2 inch thick. That'll save me some height or clearance on that part, and hope for the best after that, and have some sitting on the side in case I crack it, and I'll straight pop the trunk and put another one on. Anyway, so those are the engineering type of thoughts that go through your mind when you're doing something like this, and it can be pretty taxing, but that is where I am at this point.